Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Uno-san, for the opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Today I'm going to talk about the expectation of growing demand for blockchain talent in the world. Okay, the next slide. Okay. Why these blockchain engineers are the most in demand job in the world? Because this blockchain technology, it could solve many complex problems. For example, like government operations, voting, and cryptocurrencies like the currency and then the transactions issues. So there are many complex problems using this blockchain technology we could solve it. Okay. Based on Glassdoor, which is a job board, they have mentioned that 300% of job were increased compared to last year 2018. And according to Upwork, it is a freelancer website. They also have stated that freelancers were grew 3,500% compared to last year. And the next statement from Hyatt website. Hyatt website also, it is a job board website. They also have mentioned that the global demand for blockchain engineers have grew 517% over the past years. So the grew in demand of blockchain engineers never stopped since the bloom of cryptocurrency and also the blockchain since year 2017. This higher website also, they expect the growth of the demand on blockchain engineers will continue as more companies will move into this blockchain field, and they are finding new way to integrate it into their business. Example, there are many top-ranking companies like Amazon, IBM, Facebook's. They are coming up with their own blockchain technologies. So we could understand the expectation of more blockchain engineers. Okay, the next slide. Okay, this slide, it shows the demand growth for engineering roles for 2019. I have taken this graph from a Hyatt website. Okay, so based on this graph, we can see that blockchain engineers are in most demand position. 517% jobs are available. And the next up, it is security engineer and so on. Okay, the next. Moving to next. Next slide. Okay, so now it is about blockchain. What is blockchain actually? I think everyone about this blockchain, but I just want to give a simple definition for this, which is when we save a data or transactions or any information to the server, it saves into the database where we cannot delete the data which we have saved. So it will be keep continually saving the data into the database. This is the simple definition of this blockchain. Okay, so the next I'm moving with the salary of blockchain engineer. Okay, the salary for blockchain engineer. Okay, this one, the data I have taken from ZipRecruiter website. Okay, based on ZipRecruiter, they have mentioned that blockchain engineer in US, their average salary of 2019, it was 157,000 per year. But there is a big raise in amount from 127,000 last year. So as per for the blockchain engineers, the highest salary, it is 234,000 USD dollar for this year, and it was just 172,000 USD dollar on 2018. So due to the high demand and scarcity of blockchain engineers, it causing more companies to pay higher price to hire them. So they also speculate more raise in salary will happen in the next year.
Really?
Okay. So we have seen about the demand of this job. So we have to know what is their role as well. So let's have a look on their roles. Okay, so as a blockchain engineer, their position, it is a full-time position in an office environment. So mostly they work in data services firms and technology consulting firms. Their major role, it will be like they analyze, they have to do analyzation and organizational technological needs, and they have to create applications to meet those needs. Other than that, it is they have to develop and implementing, assisting within organizations infrastructure setups, and also they have to make sure all the applications of this blockchain are secure. So none other than they also have to write codings, and also they have to analyze the codings and provide training to junior engineers, because they have to, as a blockchain engineer, they have to create their own teams in their firms. Okay, and so for the projects, they have to determine the application releases, and then they have to make sure the projects are completed on time. So their job, it is not done yet, they still have to do more. They also have to create the documents for infrastructure, and basically their position, it's like they have to collaborate with the information technology colleagues to make sure the projects are running on the right track. So this is what their major job roles. Okay, so the next, it will be okay, so the blockchain engineers, we have two categories. There are two categories of blockchain engineers. The first one, it is the core blockchain developer, and the second one, it is blockchain software developer. So the first one, he's the person who designs an architecture of blockchain technology, the mastermind. And then the second one, he just follows the software developer. He just follows the core blockchain developer's instructions, and then he create the blockchain applications. Okay, and then this is in detail. So what is a blockchain engineer? This is a blockchain core developer. His role, actually, he needs to involve in design, architecture, and security of blockchain system. So basically, he's designing the architecture, blockchain protocols, consensus protocol, the pattern for network, the network architecture, and finally, it is like he has to supervise all the entire network of these blockchain projects. Okay, and then we have the software developer. Basically, this blockchain software developer, his job, it is similar to normal web developer. Example, that they have to use the designs created by their leader, the core blockchain developer, and then they have to use the architecture and designs to develop their decentralized applications. So their basic job role, they have to create the smart contracts, back-end development, and also the front end, and also they have to supervise the full stack, the overall project. So this is their role. Okay, and we have looked at their salary, the demand, and also their roles. So now it is for the technical skills. So what are the skills as a blockchain engineer they require to have? So basically, they should have a strong background on distributed database experiences, because this blockchain technology, it is more to distributed database. And the second one is SSO, single sign-on, which is very popular function in blockchain technology. Okay, I think we can move to next slide. Hold on a second.
Okay.
SSO, I have a picture. Okay, so SSO, it is single sign-on. I have shown that before SSO and after SSO. So SSO, it is something that we only can use one ID and one password to log into multiple applications. So for now, we are using such account like Google. Every day, we are using that in everyday life, where we just connect the Google account, but then we can use multiple applications like YouTube, the Drive, Google Drive, and multiple things. So this is what very important skill as a blockchain engineer they require to have it. And we back to the technical skills. The top one.
One slide up here.
Okay. So these are the and then they should have the experience in several programming languages as listed here. And then they have to familiar with relational database, understanding about the web application development, blockchain data structures. And next slide, we can move to next slide. Okay, and they have to understand about cryptography. Cryptography is something like they have to write, and then they have to know how to solve the codings. And then smart contract development, which is one of the use cases in blockchain technologies. They also have to familiar with all these things to be a good blockchain engineer, so that they can earn as much the companies are trying to provide the price for them to hire. Okay, and then other than technical skills, for basic knowledge, they should have the soft skill as well. I think we can move to next slide, Uno-san. Okay, so this is the basic soft skill as a blockchain engineer. Even a normal employee should have this, like good problem solving skills, able to discover process, and as a blockchain engineer, they also have to be agile, and then they have to learn new language and pattern in blockchain industries. So they have to know much about it, and then they have to be fast learner in blockchain technology. And the most effective one, it is the communication skill, so that they could communicate with their clients to give what is required for their customers. And the others are, as usual, time management, decision makings, leaderships are very important as a blockchain engineer. Okay, I'm done with this. That's all from my side.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This is a very good presentation. Yeah.
Question. Who are we presenting for? Who's the group that we are targeting?
Targeting?
So, Yuva-san, who are you aiming to reach with this presentation? Who is your audience?
The computer field people who really interested to work as a blockchain engineer, because of the salary of blockchain engineers nowadays, many people are really looking forward to learn about blockchain technology. So this is who really interested to become a blockchain engineer. Those are my audience.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually I just a very similar presentation I've heard at the PyCon, Python conference. So your blockchain presentation will be most adaptable for the kind of conference of blockchain. So you can make presentation 15 minutes for them or 30 minutes for them. Is very good, useful for audience, right?
Yeah.
At the end, maybe there should be a message, right? Because what do you want your audience to remember? Number one, and number two, what do you want your audience to do next? Do they need to contact you? Do they need to what is your objective of your presentation? What do you want them to do after listening to your presentation?
Okay. To those who really interested to become a blockchain engineer, in Gravity, actually, we are creating our own blockchain team, and we also have a company called Reblock. We have our own team, so to those who interested, we are willing to provide or encourage to provide the training on the blockchain technology.
So you are providing blockchain training to people who want to become a blockchain engineer.
Yes.
Okay, so that needs to be in your slides. Absolutely.
Oh, what kind of slide?
That needs to be in your presentation.
Oh,
That is your message.
What kind of
That's
slide?
like you're selling somebody, but then you don't offer the product.
Do you offer something for audience?
Yeah.
Really? What kind of offer do you want to?
You want people to contact them and become an engineer.
Yes, obviously. Okay.
So I think a general summary. So okay, so as a blockchain engineer, you not only need to have programming skills, you also need to have networking skills. You need to learn a lot. You need to teach,
Yep.
and you need to communicate. So as a blockchain engineer, not only an engineer, you're a manager, you're a teacher, and you are a rapid learner. If you can do that, if you can work in a dynamic environment, if you want to be in touch with your entire organization, and you want to make a high living, then you may be suitable to become a blockchain engineer. Now, what is your next step? Your next step is to contact us, because we are actually training blockchain engineers. Yeah,
Exactly.
then you can sell something.
Okay, I think
good
I made a
suggestion.
mistake for this slide. Maybe in my next presentation, I will
Yes.
try to add
So
something.
add that
Thank
to
you.
your presentation. Also look a little bit at the order in which you're organizing your slides. Maybe you want to change the order a little bit, because I feel that you are maybe the order should you should review it. But I think you have all the content that is necessary to persuade people to join and to become a software engineer, blockchain engineer.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
So, any comment?
No, nothing from my side.
Okay, you just joined this your presentation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
You had a good job.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You are improving.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
you are
thank
improving
for the
very
same.
much.
Thank you,
Okay,
President.
I'm glad to hear from you. Okay,
Thank you.
so Yuva, see you then. Maybe we don't have next Monday, because we had last Monday, right?
Okay.
Okay,
The other Monday. Okay.
that's right. So thank you very much. Okay,
Okay. Welcome.
bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you.
Okay,
See you.
good.
Have a good day.
See you.
これをやらないと伸びない。
Okay, just moment. I just
Yes.
僕ビジネススクール行かなかった。